Hello, Drawson. My name is Adam Rudkin, and I've been asked to talk to you during your assembly today about my job, how I got to do it, some of the training and some of the fun bits about it. I am going to share a little screen with you to help me talk about it, but don't worry, I love pictures and videos, so there's lots of those things and not many words. Okay, I'm just going to share my screen. Here we go. Right, get my super cool laser pen out. There we go. So I used to be a helicopter pilot in the Royal Navy, and just a couple of badges here. This badge up here is the Royal Navy Wings badge, and you get this badge when you've finished and completed all your training and exams, and it's a really, really important badge to me because it takes a lot of hard work to get, and when you get it and you can pin it on your uniform, that then means you're allowed to go and fly the helicopters. Fantastic fun. Here, these letters in front of my name show that I got to the rank of Lieutenant Commander. So in the military, you have different ranks and rates, and they're put in the front of your name. And then this retired bit doesn't necessarily mean I'm really old, but it does mean I'm oldish and that I've sort of finished that job. So I left the Navy just last year. Okay. So here we go, first photo. This is me on the right, and you can see in this helicopter, lots of switches and controls and wires. And in the left-hand seat sits the navigator, and their job is to ensure we're going in the right direction, we've got enough fuel, any sort of loads we're carrying are all safe, and doing all the radios as well. So I've got the easy job. All I get to do is fly and look out the window. So a bit about my background. I came from a really small village in Wales, right at the bottom of Snowdon, the tallest mountain in Wales, and that's the flag there. And I was surrounded by countryside, and I was miles from anywhere. So I just used to love being outside all the time, playing on my bicycle and exploring. And what I really wanted to be when I was young was either a lorry driver or a tank driver or anything to do with controlling machines. I particularly love motorbikes and mountain biking. So that was my background. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I grew up, but I just knew that I wanted it to be different and lots of fun. There we go. There's another helicopter. That's called a Lynx helicopter, just taking off there. You'll know this. You'll know all the helicopters by the end of this. Okay, so I said that I lived in a really small village, and here it is here, the bottom of Llanberis, and we had to speak Welsh until the end of junior school. So, that was tricky, having to learn Welsh and English at the same time. And every morning, I had to go on this route on a bus, and these roads were really windy and bendy. We'd go around these villages. Whoops. I would go around here. Oh my days, we'd probably go around here somewhere. Oh gosh, the bus driver wasn't a great driver, was he? Here we go. All this way, and he used to take me because we lived so far away from anywhere. Ooh, there we go, bit of cross country now. Oof, take me about an hour to get into school, and in the morning, looking out the window, I used to think about what it'd be like to be able to fly, to miss out all those roads and go straight there. More about that later. So in school, the subjects that I really loved was computers. I loved maths and sciences, and I really enjoyed PE and just staying fit and doing different active things. And the things that I found really helped me for being a helicopter pilot was maths, times tables, being able to think in my head about different sums, and those were fantastic. A lot of computer stuff, just in terms of operating computers, sciences, working out how the helicopter flew, and PE just to stay fit and active. Then I wanted to go to university, but university costs a lot of money. So thankfully, with a lot of hard work, the Royal Navy agreed to what they call sponsor. So they said that they would pay for me to go to university, which means a bit of maths here, a bit of hard work, and the Royal Navy equals my degree, which meant that I could then go to and work with the Royal Navy to pay that money back, really. But that was a great key for me to go on and keep on learning and get other qualifications. So what's next? Another helicopter picture, and this here is this little bit of line here. We've just dropped off a package before we then go and fly off again. So training to join the Royal Navy. This big old college here was where you first go and you learn how to do everything from ironing your shirt to polishing your boots to talking politely to senior officers, to saluting. So everybody's very smart there. Then you go and spend some time on ships, and you learn how ships work and how to work as a team, and learn how not to be seasick. Do a lot of survival drills, so practicing what would happen if we if we fell in the water or we had to rescue someone. Did lots of firefighting training, because when you're on a ship, you can't call the fire brigade if there's a problem. You have to fight it yourself. So we train in firefighting and flood damage and repair. And there you go. And that's what happens. This is a big life raft, and we practice how we can turn it back over again. So we do a lot of training. And of course, we do a lot of marching, because marching is smart and it shows our, how well we can work together. And I hope you notice that in all of these, it's all about teamwork. We're always working as part of a team with each other, communicating and working together to get, to achieve that objective or that mission. Another picture. There we are. There's a little bit of a machine gun on the side. Okay, so flying training. When I managed to get onto the pilot training course, you then get to fly different aircraft until you're ready to fly the big helicopters at the end. So you start off with this little white aeroplane, and this is where you learn the very basics of flying, taking off, landing, turning left and right. And then when you pass that, you get to go to the more powerful airplane. This is called the Firefly, and you get to do aerobatics, hopefully. Fantastic fun. And then once you've completed flying and that, you then get to go and have a go flying your first helicopter. You're here. I don't know how close you can fly. And the reason we're so close to that tree is we're pretending that the helicopter hasn't got a lot of power, and we're just making it more of a challenge. And then you get to fly on the big helicopters that they use, to fly from ships and to go into those areas around the world. So in terms of where I've managed to be with the Navy, I've managed to be sent to the United States of America, East Coast there, a lot of time in the Caribbean. Brazil, all the way down in the Falklands, west coast of Africa, Gibraltar, up in the North Sea, the Mediterranean, and Cyprus and Crete, the Red Sea, down in Oman and the Gulf as well, and then a lot of time flying around the UK for training. Fantastic. So what do I love? Being a helicopter pilot, well, I got to fly helicopters, which is fantastic, a real dream come true. All those hours spent on the school bus thinking what it would be like. But also really being able to help people, taking supplies, food, medicines into places that you couldn't get any other vehicle, and flying in and just being able to help people. Again, taking shelter and clothing to communities that might have been really damaged and savaged by hurricanes or flooding. But also doing a challenge. You know, flying sometimes can be quite hard work, and it can be a bit scary. So overcoming those fears, and working together as a team, yeah, to get through that challenge. Why did I leave? Well, I spent a lot of time away from home, you know, years if you added it all up, and I really missed my family. And as they were getting older, you know, it became more and more important for me to spend more and more time at home and not always away. So I just thought it was a good time to leave and try a different job. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me talk about being a pilot in the Royal Navy. I hope you yeah, I've enjoyed it, and hope you have a great rest of the day. All right, thanks. Bye.